Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Grab Your Keys. I am so happy to have a past client and past client and past client, a constant past client and friend of mine here with me today, Rachael Flynn. She is an entrepreneur, a mom, a homeowner, and everything you can absolutely imagine. And she's had so many different businesses. But what she does right now is she owns a health and wellness company. And Rachael, I would thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I am so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit of why you have a passion for the products you sell and why you decided to open this health and wellness company up. You went from being in spa world to this world, and tell us a little bit about why you have a passion for what you do and what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So in 2015, I was a hairstylist behind the chair. I owned a salon in Philadelphia, and I had a great passion for that too. I still miss it. I ended up closing my salon and moving forward with my health and wellness company, which has been incredibly rewarding. What happened for me in 2015 is I was a single mom. I was running this busy salon, which was a gift, and I'm grateful for that experience every day. But I was really suffering physically, mentally, spiritually. Too busy, too much going on. My health was failing in certain ways, and I was stuck in a rut. I didn't know how to get out. And I had a friend who became interested in essential oils, and she shared some samples with me. And on a very busy Sunday in the salon, I was really like struggling with some neck issues, some lower back stuff. And although I was not interested in these essential oils at all, I did pull out the roller that she gave me, and I applied it to my neck and my back, and it got me through a very busy 7-hour shift at the salon. And really from that day on, I was sold. I got really, I dove into the education piece. I found out a lot of things about natural care that I had no idea about. So it was really all kind of a mistake the way that it happened. But I was full force from that day on, really, and I talked to everyone that I know about how these products were helping me. And so we are. I'm a brand partner with Young Living, and I believe that our product is by far the best product on the market. And I absolutely love the products. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today is that if you don't love what you're doing, you probably shouldn't be doing it.
Right.
And that is how I fell into the health and wellness field. And I'm super grateful for that. It has opened up so many doors in my life. And full force ahead. Things are going really well.
Awesome. Yeah, I've watched your trajectory and seeing you from years ago to now. I mean, literally having babies or maybe even prior to babies to as life has taken different turns. And I think that you are probably the healthiest and the happiest that I've ever seen you. And I love how you've introduced me to some of them that have also helped me. So I have a question for you. What would you say your 3 keys to success are?
Well, I just talked about the first one definitely is that if you are in any kind of promotion or sales, you really have to love the product that you're involved with. And so that's really easy for me. One of the things that we talk about on our team is, that we always want to be authentic.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're authentic, that energy and that love comes through in whatever you're doing. It's really, really important. I know you love what you do, and honestly, it comes through. I can see it through the screen. You know, when I watch your videos, I can see it through the screen, and that's really very important.
So loving what you do, being authentic with the product that you're, selling or the product that you are working with. How about number two?
I would say that you really have to have grit. You really do. I mean, so whenever you're in sales, and people don't like to talk about essential oils as actually sales, like that we share our love for them. And that is true. We absolutely do. But the bottom line is we are in sales. And my job is to be of service to as many people as I can be of service to. And I take great pride in that. But you have to have grit. You'll get 1,000 no's, and that is okay. Not everyone, you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But when you share what's really in your heart, the people who are meant to be with you will come your way. I've seen it over and over and over again. And so when you get a no, it is okay, because you make it 3 yeses that day, right? And then you have the opportunity to help somebody, and that is always my goal.
Or a group of people too, because sometimes when one person comes, they come with a group, and then they tell somebody, and they tell somebody, and they tell somebody, and that's where you really love what you do, because then you're really helping people, because then people are almost selling it for you because they love the product too.
Absolutely, word of mouth is key, really. Yeah.
So we have being authentic, loving the product. What about, and then grit? Is there a third? Or is it loving the product, being authentic, and then grit?
And then grit, yeah. And I would say the third thing is none of us can do this alone. So we have teams of people who are supporting us, and I do my best to put my team first.
Right.
And when you're able to put your team first and think about their needs and how you can be of service to them, then you're really able to grow a long-term thriving business. And so getting to know the people that are working for you, although no one really technically works for me, but the people that I work with, is really a pleasure and an honor. And we all, when they succeed, I succeed. It's teamwork. It's really teamwork.
So you can do what you're doing from anywhere. You're remote. How is that when you can actually work from anywhere that you want? How have you been able to work with that?
I have to honestly say that is one of the biggest gifts of this business. I can work. I've moved across the country, and I can work from anywhere. And I'm mind blown really every single day. I get to be home with my dog. I love, some people want to be out and about all the time. I am absolutely, although of course I need people, but being able to make my own schedule, work from home, and have that kind of freedom is something that I have always wanted to have. So this is really, like, in many ways a dream come true. I can wear whatever I want to work every single day, Sue. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I love, obviously we're friends on Facebook. I love watching you with the different animals that you've had, and the journeys with those dogs and with those animals. You definitely have a huge heart, especially with, the rescues that you've had. And you also have pigs, which I love that you have, your cute pigs. So not only do you have a passion for building this huge enterprise that you have, you also have a passion and a huge heart for loving on those animals all the time. And I love watching that too. So and I think that you get so much joy from being outside and from being with them, all the different animals, that you really are able to give even more.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, we need to fill up our cup. we don't have anything to give if our cup is empty. And my animals really fill me up. They always have. That is a calling for me, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And how did you decide that you wanted pigs besides dogs?
Okay, well, the pigs kind of fell into my lap. I renovated a barn,
Right.
and my contractor said, "Hey, like, what are you going to do with this barn?" And I said, "I'm going to get a bunch of animals." And a couple days later, he came back and they were starting to wrap things up. He said, "I have a friend who knows of a rescue in Pennsylvania who has 4 pigs that need a home." And they really did. They really did fall in my. I didn't even meet them before I adopted them, and they are a source of joy. And pigs are really smart and really, really fun. So yeah, they're still with me and will be for their lives.
Yeah. Yeah, you've actually moved them a couple different times. I know you moved from Pennsylvania to Texas, from Texas to New Jersey,
Yeah.
and the pigs have gone with you. They have traveled across country with you.
They have. This last trip, I think they were like, "Okay, we're done now.
Yeah.
Can we stay here?" Yeah. Yeah, they've traveled quite a bit with me. Yeah.
Yeah, and so who do you admire, Rachael, and why?
Hmm. That's a really good question. It's a hard question
A
because I
hard
admire
question.
a lot of people. I'm going to be kind of general in my answer with that. You know who I admire the most is all of these single moms out there who are really hustling and working their tails off to make ends meet. And my heart goes out to them. I have been there.
As I have too. So I totally get that.
Yes. So I would love to give a shout out to them. And I don't know that they are seen enough. Most of us spend some time on social media. And part of my business is being on social media. And I see some of these young moms struggling and it's really heartbreaking. And you know what? They keep at it.
Right.
They keep at it because love is a big, wonderful thing. And when you have kids, you'll do what it takes to make sure that their needs are met. And so I would say that that's the most accurate answer I can give.
No, I love that. If you had to make a career change, which you already did, but if you had to make another one, what profession would you be in?
Well, interestingly enough, I'm not changing careers, but I am in school right now to be a dog trainer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I have worked with rescues for many, many years. And you learn things along the way. I've worked with some really amazing rescues who taught me a lot about animal behavior, canine behavior. But this is a passion that I have, and it will be something that I do on the side. I am my mentor lives in California, and she's absolutely shout out to her. She is one of the most amazing trainers I've ever seen in my life, and absolutely gives me so much. And I'm working towards certification, and I've already taken on a couple clients, and it's really, really rewarding to see these troubled dogs turn around, and it's really rewarding to see their owners become empowered in their home and find peace in their home. So I'm really excited about that.
That is
Yeah.
exciting. Now,
Yeah.
you mentioned having a mentor. How important is it, do you think, to have a mentor at any time in your life?
I think it's absolutely critical. Even when I owned the salon, I had a mentor, and she was just fabulous. I think we all need support, and it doesn't matter what position you're in. We all need a source of support in our lives. I know I have a mentor in my oils business, and she has also been she's the one who gave me the samples. She is an amazing woman, and Yeah, I'm proud to call them both friends, and I think we all need mentors in our lives, no matter it doesn't matter what position you hold.
Well, besides dog training, what is in the future for Rachael?
My Young Living business is exploding. I'm so grateful for that. Um, we are in a really good position. Health and wellness is critical
Right.
at this point. And it always is, but where we are in the world right now, health and wellness is really needed. Our team is amazing, and so I will continue with Young Living and dog training, and we'll see where it goes. But attitude is everything, really, and no matter what you're doing. And so one of the things that I do when I go into my day is I set small goals. I stay positive. I'm really big for putting sticky notes up in random places with reminders of what I'd like to be, where I'd like to be, how I can help people. I have some on the fridge. I have some on my wall. I need a constant reminder of what my goals are and how to get there.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on everything that you've said today. And uh, shout out to all single moms and to everything that you're doing in health and wellness. I know that, being an entrepreneur, being in a business, being even in any type of sales is difficult. And when you add being a single mom onto that, you really need to check into yourself at times, and you need to take care of yourself, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's how I fell into this business, honestly, is I was pretty depleted in 2015. So I'm sure grateful for it.
I think I was right there depleted with you, Rachael.
Yeah.
So I agree with you in everything that you're saying. And I love the three keys of love and have a passion for what you're doing, have grit, being authentic, and collaborating with people who you like working with are definitely keys to success. And I'm so glad that you shared them with us today. Thank you. How can people get in touch with you about anything that you said today with regards to health and wellness or essential oils or any of that stuff?
Oh, probably the best place is on Facebook. I have a page, my personal page. I do discuss a lot about my business. I also have a professional page on Facebook and a website online. It's www.rebelnestwellness.com. And I'm quick to get back to everyone who reaches out to me.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Guys, if you like the things that you heard, make sure to share and like. We are here to give information out to as many people as we can so that they can live better. So grab your keys and we'll talk to you later on.